And welcome back to part 13 of What If Goku Were Adopted by the Beerus. Now, I don't think this will be the last one. I'll see where I go with this one. I know where the story's going. I just don't know how long it's going to take. I might finish this one out might finish this one out today. We'll see. If I don't finish it out today, it's definitely going to be finished out on Saturday, which means something amazing, something special, something grand. But we'll wait for that, and we'll see where we go from here. So, last time on Dragon Ball Z What If Goku had been adopted by the Beerus? So, the Buu saga pretty much didn't happen. What happened was, because Goku and Raditz have Super Saiyan Primal, aka Super Saiyan 4 on their side, I've seen some videos too where, they're talking about how Super Saiyan 4 is actually far stronger than than like a times 10. I get that, and from what I understand, if that is the case, the times 10 multiplier added on to Super Saiyan 3 really isn't the actual measurement. But there's so many different people's opinions on that. And it's another thing like God, too. Like, I've had so many people saying what God's multiplier is. That I just don't... I stick with the 10. That's honestly what I do. I stick with the 10. But point being, they were so powerful at this point that... and even Gohan was able to put up a solid fight and do his stuff. That they were able to defeat all of Babidi's forces, including Deborah, and stop Babidi from basically releasing Buu too early, which Buu's power really would have only been about 30%. So even if they had, Buu would not have been a serious threat at that point. But, excuse me. With that said, we move on now to the return of Lord Beerus. Of course, when I say return, I mean the appearance. But it's his return. He was sleeping for... Actually, did they say how long he's been sleeping when we first meet him? It was like 50 years or something. He's been asleep for a while. So, like, long before this start of Dragon Ball ever happened. So, Beerus would wake up, and it's the same old, that said, they talk about Frieza, and, wait, Frieza was killed by a Saiyan? Yes, it seems these Saiyans have the ability to transform and raise their power. I see, Super Saiyan, oh yes, Super Saiyan God. I had a premonition, Whis. So, obviously they go find a Super Saiyan God. Now, they do go to North Kai to talk to him briefly. Should know, this is actually King Kai's first real introduction into the series. He's still been paying attention to things. Like, he was paying attention to when Frieza was, running amok. And he's probably the one who actually contacted Kami about that. He's probably been keeping an eye on a whole bunch of things, including Cell and all that. But really, he's just been doing his thing. He's still alive. Good for him. Scared shitless when Beerus shows up, but what are you going to do? And then, he tells him that there's only a handful of Saiyans left. I mean, King Vegeta is... King Vegeta? I thought King Vegeta died long ago. Oh, yes, but his son... let me get my King Kai voice a little bit better here. Oh, yes, Lord Beerus, but his son, Prince Vegeta, took over the throne and crown. He now runs Frieza's empire, or should I say now, his empire. Really? Interesting. And tell me, is he strong? He can try... He's not only learned to turn into a Super Saiyan, but also learned to go beyond that form. Going into a Yoda voice here. I haven't done King Kai in a while. My brief King Kai is learned to go into that form as well. And are there any other Saiyans? Well, there's... Oh, that's a bit better, King Kai. If you ever notice, King Kai in the original series does sound a little bit like Krillin. He's just tweaked. Well, Lord Beerus, most of the remaining Saiyans live on Earth. Tell me, who's stronger, Vegeta or these Earth Saiyans? Well, give me a second here. It's been a little bit, but I'd say the Saiyans on Earth. Of course, then again, I can also see him go, I also lie through his teeth and say, it's Vegeta. Go have fun. But he realizes eventually he'd go to Earth because he brought it up. So he just says, might as well cut out the middleman. The Saiyans on Earth definitely outmatch Vegeta. I see. Let's not plan a course for Earth. Meanwhile, it's Bulma's birthday, and she's 38, if I remember. They're all celebrating. Woohoo, yay, great. Now, actually, someone did point out something in the last video that is fair. Is actually fair. And I actually just wasn't thinking about it when I did that. I honestly forgot that little point, is that Gohan was in the same class as Videl in the original series, but he was also technically a year older because of the hyperbolic time chamber. So, oh man, excuse me, sorry. So, in this version, he technically shouldn't have been in the same class as Videl, but I don't know if that's actually the case. And I only say that because I don't know if maybe Chi-Chi lied about his age or didn't even try to factor in his... Because that's the thing. Chi-Chi might not have even factored in Gohan was actually a year older. So, I don't know. Point being, I'm letting it slide for simplistic sake. So anyway, they're heading back. Hercule had to acclimate to these to everyone a bit more harshly than he did in the original. Like in the original, he saw them at the cell games and he was scared shitless of them. But he, it's a trick. One day I'll expose them all. But clearly he's like, oh crap, when he sees them again at the next World Martial Arts Tournament. Then he obviously, develops friendship with Boo. Has basically at that point experienced everything. He's still a coward compared to the rest of them. At the same time, though, he, as a human with no ki abilities whatsoever, and he openly tried to fight Kid Buu after he beat the crap out of Fat Buu. Like, hey, man, that takes balls. Especially since Kid Buu did not have the good spirit of Fat Buu. Anyway, though, so they're all partying, as it were. It's like, ooh, Goku's eating food, Rad's eating food. They're all having fun. And then Beerus and Whis show up. It's like, so this is them. These are the Saiyans having a bit of a party, I see. What's the occasion? It's like, it's my wife's birthday, if you must know, and we're celebrating. Oh, wait, I don't think I've ever been to a birthday party. And I'm actually, we don't even know how old Beerus. Let me actually, I know I'm sidetracking here real quick. How old is Beerus? How old is he? I know he's old. He's old. And like destroyers aren't immortal, but they are long-lived. Birthday. Oh wow, 200 million years before the age of 778. So yeah, he's around 200 million years old. So he's old. So yeah, okay. Point being that Beerus is old. I can't say that I've ever had a birthday party. Whis, why have I never had a birthday party? Well, little Beerus, you never asked for one. Oh, good point. Anyway, I'm looking for some Saiyans. It's like, well, we're Saiyans. Kakarot is like, Kakarot, that's a Saiyan name indeed. You must be, I'm Raditz, and this is my son and daughter Trunks and Bra. By the way, I do think they would have had Bra in between. I think I brought that up. I think they would have had Bra in between that 7-year time skip. And you go, and these are my sons, Gohan and Goten. I was like, I see half-breeds, but still, powerful indeed for their ages. Well, Saiyans, you see, I am Lord Beerus, the Destroyer God of the 7th Universe. And they're like, sorry, I never heard you. What? You never heard of me? Whis, why? How could they have never heard of me? It's like, well, Lord Beerus, you don't advertise that much. And then Whis is like, but allow me to do the introductions. My name is Whis, and this is Lord Beerus. As Beerus stated, he is the Destroyer God of this universe. As such, he is probably the most powerful deity in the universe. But he's looking for something particular out of you Saiyans. You see, he's had a premonition, if you will, of being known as the Super Saiyan God. Would you know anything about that by chance? It's like, and now they're just kidding. He's like, Super Saiyan God? God's destruction. Like, gods? Like, what? Okay. No, we haven't really, never really heard of that. Haven't Kakarot? No, I can't say so. But wait, you're strong? Yes, Saiyan, I'm quite strong indeed. You don't know where the god is. This is so irritating. Quite vexing indeed. I might just blow up this planet. He's getting pissed off. I might just blow up this planet regardless of everything. And Goku runs like, no, we won't let you blow it up. And then you really think you can stop me, a Destroyer God? And they can't sense his power, but they can tell he's strong. But just then, it's like, oh, Whis, what is that? The delectable smell. And they just see, like the what was it, the octopus balls? And say, yes, and they and was it, try it out. And oh, Reese, there's a mollusk inside. This is delectable. The food here is to die for. Well, perhaps then again, I won't destroy the planet. It's like, oh, that's great, but yeah, you're still threatened to destroy the planet. Well, it is my duty as a destroyer, after all. Life, creation, death. That's all a balance, you see. And I am part of that balance. I create the destruction, so the Kais can create so the Kais can cause the creation. A perfect web of balance. So wait, you're telling me you're strong? That strong? Of course I am, Sam. Of course I am, Sam. It's like, oh, then maybe could we go toe to toe? I haven't had a really good fight in a while. You're openly challenging me, even though you know you don't have the key of the gods, the power of the gods. Well, yeah, I totally want to try. I must admit, I have never had such a bold-faced proposition. And he just, sure, why not? And then afterwards, I can get back to the delectable food you have. And then Bulma's getting pissed. I was like, what are these guys doing? He's like, Bulma, I understand, but I don't want you trying anything towards it. Something's not right. I don't know if even Kakarot's like, hey, this guy. And Bulma actually stops and goes, wait, what? It's like, there's something odd about it. Off about him. And then, they go up. He's like, let's go up here. I don't want to damage the boat. Very well, then. So tell me, how powerful are you, Sam? Oh, you'll see. Oh, show me everything you've got. And then Goku tries and base. Can't land a shot on him. It's like, really, Saiyan? I was told you could transform. This is the best you've got. He's like, no, I'm just getting started. And then basically goes into Ikari farm, which he goes, I must admit, that is quite an impressive little trick. But still, you've got a ways to go before you can tag me, Saiyan. And then, Goku goes into Super Saiyan. And it's like, much more impressive. Now we're talking a bit more. And then, it's still struggling hard, can't do a damn thing. Basically, Goku just decides to forego, which he would probably even had Super Saiyan 2 at this point. Even though I said he kind of forwent it in the 7-year time skip, given enough time to train, I think he probably would have kind of figured it out. He goes into primal form, which even causes Beerus to raise an eye just how powerful that form is. And he's goes, my word. Because it's we know it's far surpasses Super Saiyan 3. So he just is like, I see. So you have quite some power indeed, mortal. You are definitely one of the strongest I've ever met. And then it goes like, oh, you haven't seen anything yet. Oh, really? Then show me. And then, Beerus is actually doing him a courtesy in blocking, showing off. Now, again, Goku's first a tiny bit better than he did originally, because he's got Super Saiyan Primal, Super Saiyan 4. But ultimately, he gets kicked to the boat. Well, I must admit, that was fun, and it made me work up quite an appetite. And Goku said, now, it's nowhere near as bad as, say, what happened on King Kai's planet, where he got completely wrecked. It's more that he got defeated. And he's hurting, but, they give him, they probably have some Senzu beans on call. They almost always do. And they give it to him. He's back up and says, man, Lord Beerus, you really are strong. Indeed. But I must admit, your power is impressive. Tell me, mortal. Tell me, Raditz, was it? Are you as strong as your brother? I'm not quite up to his level. If Kakarot's a 10, I'm an 8.5. I'm getting that, but Kakarot always seems to be one step ahead of me. Oh, it's a shame. I was hoping for another little warm-up fight. But still, if I can't find the god, I might as well enjoy some of your food. It's like, you can't just invite yourself to my party. It's like, excuse me. Bulma. He just beat Kakarot. It's like, no, he can't. And, Brad's just holding his right back. It's like, please, she's a bit strong-headed. Please be merciful on her, Lord Beerus. It's like, very well, then. They're enjoying the food, and they get Bulma to calm down eventually. It's like, man, I'd really like to try, take him on again, but unfortunately, I don't think either of us could really take him on. And then they realize, well, we do have the Dragon Balls. We could figure out how to get the Super Saiyan God here. It's like, And Beerus, being a cat, who has good ears, Plus, Beerus gets his pudding, so he's a lot more content here. He's just, oh, this pudding's nourish, supple, and sweet. I say, oh, what's that now? In Dragon Balls. Oh, I know of these. You have them on this planet, I see. And yes, Kami's still around, by the way. There was no reason ever to get Dende, because they never did that. And Piccolo probably never fused with Kami. So, at least not at this point. So, they, excuse me. They get the dragon, summon Shenron, and he, he tells them how to create a Super Saiyan God after being scared shitless by Beerus. And, 6 Saiyans, a pure heart. And, yeah, it's basically they have more than enough because they have Bra, they have Trunks, they have Goten, they have Gohan, they have Raditz, and they have Goku. They have, because they had Goten, Trunks, Vegeta, Gohan, and Pan. So yeah, they just need 5. So they got enough without having to reveal that she's pregnant with Gohan's kid, which she would be in a relationship with, obviously. And yeah, I know some people would be like, well, would that happen? It's like, come on, that probably would happen. So yeah, they give Goku the power of the Super Saiyan God, and then they go toe to toe. Now I think Goku's Super Saiyan God's a little bit more powerful in this version than is the other, just because he's more powerful overall. But still, the fight goes about the same. Goku will ultimately lose. Fares a little better, but ultimately loses. And really, it's more about, just introducing him to the world of the God Key and all that. Now, I don't think Raditz, unlike Vegeta, was focusing hard to sense the God Key in that fight. I don't think Vegeta would, or Raditz would just be able to sense God Key right off the bat. I don't see that happening. But yeah, he would eventually learn it because eventually he would train with Goku to learn God Key. Fast forward now to no Resurrection F, actually, because it's, frankly, because King Cold and Frieza are dead, and Vegeta's running the Empire. So it's really, there's no Resurrection F in this. You can make an argument some of his cronies go rogue for a little bit, but Vegeta probably would run a tight enough ship that wouldn't happen. So there actually isn't a Resurrection F, which would mean Goku and Raditz have a lot more time to train and really get down Super Saiyan Blue. So they'd probably have a much more capable Super Saiyan Blue than, say, Goku and Raditz in the original. That said, now we got over the Universe 6 tournament. And Goku and Raditz would obviously be among them. Piccolo probably would be among them as well. 17, I think they'd be able to maybe persuade him to, abandon the island for a little bit. There is no Boo in this arc, remember? So now who we have there? Well, we have Monaka, so there's your roster right there. Obviously, they all pass. Goku beats Batamo, he would go first, and then he loses the Frost. Piccolo would also lose the Frost, but difference is that there's no Vegeta to have his pride get in the way for wanting to beat Frost. So Piccolo gets the win and then goes on to fight. Who came after that? I believe it was Magerta. Piccolo versus Magerta would be interesting. Piccolo is not as strong by any stretch of the means as he is in the original series, but he's still a very formidable fighter. And that fight would probably go in Magerta's way. I think Piccolo would eventually surrender. Then comes in 17, who ultimately, I think, because he has his shield and can take energy he has infinite amount of energy, basically, infinite amount of stamina that he can use. He ultimately can overcome, because the shield alone can just block the lava, or that Magerta throws up, and eventually he just kind of crashes Magerta out of the ring. Entering Kaba versus 17, 17 completely beats Kaba's ass down, simply for the fact that Kaba won't be able to turn into a Super Saiyan, because you don't have Vegeta there to push him. And 17, frankly, as far as we can tell, was 17 was able to go toe-to-toe with Super Saiyan. I think Goku went into second form. I think it was just Super Saiyan in the just Super Saiyan. Then he went to Super Saiyan Blue. He went toe to toe with Super Saiyan Goku, God enhanced Super Saiyan Goku. And he did go toe to toe with Blue, but Blue was about key control. How Krillin went toe to toe with Blue for a little bit. Obviously, because it's about key control, Goku can be as strong as he wants. So, with that said, 17 completely wipes out Kaba. Unfortunately, then we have Hit. Hit, I think, would... Now, Hit would be interesting because with 17 having the shield up, might be able to offset the time skip, but ultimately, I think, unfortunately for him, Hit is... Hit is able to bypass that and eventually takes out 17. Raditz, it's the same way, though he goes Super Saiyan Blue. He tries, but he fails to take on Hit, and eventually he loses as well. With Goku, it's about the same, with the exception that instead of the Kaioken, I mean, it's the same as in how it went in the original, where he ultimately does win, or ultimately, figures out the time skip. Goku's Super Saiyan Blue, unlike with this, he doesn't have Kaioken, but he does have Ikari. And I think instead of doing Kaioken, he does Ikari and just immediately goes into Time 10 Super Saiyan Blue. Problem here is that, it's not as strenuous. It is a lot, like the primal instincts of Ikari mixed with the calming nature or calming mentality of Blue. Yeah, it's a bit jarring, but I think Goku will figure out a way. So his hair gets spikier, the blue in his eyes gets that almost greenish with the black pupil. So yeah, Goku pulls that out of his ass. Unfortunately, he hasn't pulled Super Saiyan Primal Blue yet, but spoilers, yeah, that will come because I always have that happen. And yeah, it goes about saying, except he's quickly overwhelming Hit. And I think he actually legitimately beats Hit because it's not the Kaioken times 1, times 2, times 3, then finally 10. It's just straight 10. So add that on, and yeah, Goku, I think, does ultimately beat Hit and win the match. So that's, I think, where we're going to leave it off. Yep, I think, I say it now that there will be one more part to this, and then we will get to the My Hero What If. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Later, folks. And if you have an idea for who would win What If, put it in the comments below. Later.